Now we start in this question by knowing the phrases and the clauses. So now letter D correct. The question we need to check it, is it correct or wrong? So we need to,
Yes.
you make it letter A correct, but I need reasons. Look, given past participle phrase, comma. So phrase, comma, you need clause. So we need it is. This is abbreviation of it is or it has. It is obvious that. Noun clause, and then we have the clause. So you need comma. How about that?
Mm.
So okay, but I have a problem. So it's wrong. Here we have a problem.
Yes.
Wrong. But why? Why it's a problem? Because after apostrophe or apostrophe, we need position. This is not position. Here, the part here is this is structure, clause. No, it's not clause. We need subject and verb. So it subject is verb. So we have clause, so it's a letter A. Right?
Right.
Good job. Number 4, it's wrong. Why? We follow the rules. We follow the rules.
Yes.
Before calling, it must be complete sentence. Sentence must have subject and verb and complements to complete the meaning. Now we have a challenge, how to find the subject and verb from the beginning to the end. Let's find the phrases. In favor of compound prepositions, so delete. To change infinitive phrase, look, delete. Look, past participle phrase, delete. So to the calling, I don't find sentence. I don't find sentence. So the rules for the calling, it's not mentioned. Again.
Mm.
So we have
Yes.
comma. Such
Yes.
as it's a preposition. That's why I must know the positions. Again, such as the current flag similarity to and the idea that. So it's a phrase. But we have common mistakes in English that such as it's expression to introduce examples. We don't need punctuation after, except if we have non-essential information. So after it, we don't need punctuation. Look, comma, calling, comma, wrong, letter D. Feel it?
Mm.
That it.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
For letter number 5, you make it correct, but we need reasons. Why? Calling is before calling complete? I don't know. I'm going to check if it's sentence or fragment. Subject, verb. And then this is called the noun clause. Hoping. Hoping what? That. So we need clause that. The new subject can help address verb. So it's a sentence. The new telescope can address the issue. To the calling, it's correct. Address the, answer the question. After the calling, remember the rules. Single dash equals
Mm.
calling. And I will send the rules today. So before calling, like single dash, one dash, complete sentence. Yes, we have. But the second rule, after calling, we need explanation. So something mentioned before calling, not in the text, before the calling only. Before the sentence is a calling. The sentence before calling. It can be the word before the calling or anything in the sentence. Not all the time the word before. What is explanation? Could be reason. Could be anything. Could be reason, list, could be examples, could be explanation, shocking news, dramatic pause, any information related to the sentence before. So letter C correct. Now we found the reason for letter C. Why correct? But wait, we have rules before calling. Is it complete from the beginning to the calling. Is it complete? It's a complete.
Yes.
It's a complete, yes. But it's long, redundant, too long.
Mm.
Address and
In English, we always try to bring the smaller one, right?
not a smaller, but no mistakes. This is another chapter.
Like shorter.
Not shorter. It can be the shortest answer or shorter, but with no any mistake. But here we don't need this expression because we have stronger answers. If you don't have,
Mm.
then use the. But here we have effective. So it's more effective than the, so delete it. But the structure correct with the calling complete and after, it's a question. Do you feel it? That is a point. Now we need to go to the second chapter to know more about the clauses. So we revise the phrases. We need now to revise clauses. Exercise, I will send it to you. Now in English, what is clause? The word meaning clause means items, it means conditions, it means rules in English. But in grammar means a complete sentence. So when I tell you clause, I mean complete sentence. It has subject and the verb and. But I call it in English simple sentence. So when you listen from me clause, I mean simple sentence. Simple sentence means has subject and verb and complete thought. Okay, let's find it. We have subject verb. We have some coordinates. Okay, how about this? This is called the relative clause. And I told you to know the subject and the verb quickly. Delete all the phrases. Delete all the relative clauses. Delete all the non-essential information. After that, it choose or check the rest of the sentence. I delete the clause. I found subject and verb and the complement. So all of it sentence. I'm checking this sentence a fragment. Fragment means it does not have subject. It does not contain verb or complete thought or all. There must be the three together. Again, is this part can be sentence? No. The relative clause, it's not sentence, it's a relative clause to something mentioned. Can I say that are? What are fragment? You need information to complete it. So all the relative clauses additional. That's why we delete it to check the subject and verb of the sentence. Again, how to know it? It's so easy. Find the pronoun. If you found the pronoun, found it. But of course, we have some rules. Let's know all the rules before we go. Independent. It's from the meaning. Dependent, it means it depends on another clause to complete the meaning. Independent, it can stand alone. So independent clause means a complete clause. It has subject and verb and complete thought. Subject, verb, and then complement. Sent, symbol. Here, fanboys. Okay, no problem. Complete sentence, comma, fanboys, complete sentence, full stop, correct. Remember, I say sentence. Any sentence. Scale down. A check. Subject, verb, complement. Subject, verb, complement, correct. Semicolon. Complete sentence. Semicolon. Complete sentence, full stop, correct. Yes, why not? Now, let's check the rules. Delete the phrases. Where are they? Preposition phrase, delete. Preposition phrase, delete. Delete the relative clauses, which is, look, I can note from the comma to the comma quickly. Part of the National Weather Force Service, comma, and then the sentence, meteorologist, chart, and then complements. I delete all the phrases, delete, delete. What is left? Meteorologist, chart, temperature, subject, verb, complements. And what is the importance of phrases? To add details, to make it complete in thought, in meaning, and in everything. Understand?
Okay.
This could be, again, We need to know, is this sentence or fragment? Simply delete the phrases, follow the rules. Delete phrases, relative clauses, non-essential. Here we have preposition phrase delete. I know it from the comma. On stormy systems, over, oceans, near, prepositions. What is left? Just keep, close eye. We have subject, we have verb, we have complete thought. Complete thought, all of it. So, complete thought indeed. So it's a sentence. So you can use full stop. But when I say complete sentence, you must check sentence or fragment. Again, subject, verb, and then relative clause, delete. Look, all of it. Past participle, delete. So what is left? Sentence. This called clause. So we call it independent sentence. Now let's check again. Number 4.
Okay.
Number 4, it has subordinated conjunction. What is the rule? Complete sentence, subordinated conjunction, complete sentence, full stop, correct. A check. Collecting data from helps. The subject is gerund. Look, gerund, as I told you. Simply delete the phrase, you will know it. Look, collecting. So subject, verb, and then complements. The first clause. Look here, subordinated conjunction. The writer wants to start this clause with preposition phrase. No problem, we need comma. And he used the comma here. Why? Non-essential information. Simply delete it. So subject and verb. And then check. Can forecast the size, strength, aiming, the rest complements. So we have two clauses. Yeah, we have subordinated conjunction. Yes. We don't use comma before the subordinated, except for one exception. Later we'll discuss it. Now, let's see. For number 6, what is the structure? Subordinated conjunction at the beginning, correct? We need two clauses joined by comma. Is the difference. Conjunction in the middle, you don't need comma. At the beginning, you need comma. Where is it? So hurricanes, winds, subject, verb, complement, look, comma, community, look, community. Lying in a low area along, look, present participle phrase, delete. Preposition phrase, delete. The verb, phrase, delete. I found the subject, I found the verb. So the second clause complete. First clause complete, the comma in the correct place. So this is called complex sentence because it starts with subordinated conjunction. This is called the clause. So we have structures for clauses. We will write them inshallah later. Now, I like you to find the subject and verb in number 7. Try.
Okay. One.
Follow the rules. Delete the phrases.
Huh?
Delete the phrases to find the subject and verb. Look, preposition phrase, relative clause, we delete it. So what is left? One is,
One
so one second
time.
is the time.
Mm.
The warning is given. Yeah, the time when the warning is given. So here we find this verb.
Yes.
So it's singular, not the benefits of verb. Again, for number 10, what is the subject and verb?
Okay. So from 2 to November.
Let me help you.
Hmm?
Memorize this point. To know the subject and the verb. Delete the phrases. Delete the relative clauses. Delete the non-essential. And then check the rest. It's follow the rules. Here, phrase, preposition phrase. Preposition phrase. Look, and the relative clause. Delete. Phrase delete. What is left?
Pay attention the months.
Pay
The
attention.
months.
The writer talks to you, to the verb pay, and the
Hmm?
subject is you. This is called the hidden subject or understood subject, because I'm talking to you. Should he or the writer, should the writer write the pronoun you? No. So we have subject you, we have the verb. So the subject is hidden. Why not? It's understood already. So it's a sentence. So the subject is hidden and the verb pay and then details phrases. And we have comma here because this is a positive phrase. Information about the month. So complete sentence, comma, a positive phrase, full stop, correct. This phrase modifies the word before or information in the previous sentence. That's it. Feel it, my dear? That's fine. Now we'll test you again. Let's go. Subordinate clause, so simple. It's a clause start with subordinate conjunction. So can it be like that? No, the rules said that subordinated conjunction, complete sentence, comma, complete sentence, full stop, correct. If you found it like that, only wrong like that. Up here, conjunction, close, comma, close, full stop, correct. What kind of sentence? Complex. Why? Because it has subordinated conjunction at the beginning. Please? Yes or no?
Hmm. Okay.
This is part called in English not complete, so it's wrong. If the writer give you this part only, wrong.
He
How?
has to give us the good part.
Yes, how can I give you the comma with the part? But if he give you this part only, check it. Do you have subject? Yes. We have verb, yes. So it's a sentence. This part,
Hmm.
but this part, no. Because the meaning is not complete. Like for example, because I am sick and I stopped talking. You are waiting for the rest of the sentence. Because I am sick. Okay, what happened? Because you are stupid sick. You know it. So complete the meaning. Because I am sick, I must stay in bed. Complete meaning. So we memorize it like that. Conjunction with clause wrong. The clause only correct. But we don't write it like that. It must be in the clause. Let's find examples. Here, for example, someone just finished reading the book that he had bought. So relative clause. Relative clause to move to connect this part with this part. The book he bought. He bought the book. So it's correct. But how it's correct? Yes. Sentence and the relative clause. Again, conjunction at the beginning. Clause, comma, clause. Full stop. So easy. Now we need to test you. Number 4. What is the subject? Subject, verb. How did I know? Now you should know the structure. Subject, comma, non-essential information, comma, verb, comma, full stop, correct. Next time we will write all the structures in English, but memorize. Subject here. Between the commas, I can use phrases or clauses or both. Here he wants you to write relative clause. Margaret, who is he saying? And then a lot of details. So why not? Why not? subject and verb. Check the meaning. Margaret will present her research. Yes, correct. The comma is in correct place. Yes, before the verb, the subject. Complete meaning. Margaret will present her research too. Yes, correct. So everything incorrect applies. So it's a sentence. What kind of sentence, mister? Complex, because it has relative clause. How can I know the subject and the verb quickly? Delete the phrases, delete the relative clauses, delete the non-essential, check the rest. Now close, delete all of it. Preposition, phrase, delete. Preposition, phrase, delete. What is left? Subject, verb, an object. Complete sentence or not? Yes. So it's a sentence, so you can use full stop. So when I tell you complete sentence, full stop, you must check it has or not. Very important. That's why. Understood? Of course, I will send you the rest of the chapter to revise it. Now, we practice any questions.
Okay.
But this is a punctuation question about punctuation in general. It's not only about clauses, but it's correct what you have done. Here, why C correct? Because in English, adjective, and then adjective, and then noun. If you wanted to use two adjectives, you need comma or and between them. Comma or and. But we have a problem. If the noun compound noun will found the noun plus noun. So don't be confused that the first noun is adjective. Like this example, look. Adjective, adjective, and then plural, the lights compound the noun. We don't use punctuation between the adjectives and the noun. Here, we don't need punctuation. Here, comma or and. So that's a comma is unnecessary. Wrong. Again, wrong. Look. Again. Whoa, wrong. Common mistakes. Here, no. Here, comma, because two adjectives. A check. Are they two adjectives? Yes, warm and fluffy. Both of them modify the blueberry. That's yes. Correct. Again. This is a question. We test rules. We test rules. Is before calling complete sentence? Just check this part. How do you know it's a sentence? Find subject, find the verb, find complete meaning. All right. Inventor, title, name, no punctuation. Then develop several groundbreaking recording technologies. Correct. Correct or not? Subject, verb. After the calling, is that explanation? Is that explanation? Or we have a problem that is not explanation to something before. This is examples to technologies. But how about this part? Look, how this part? It's fanboys, right? That's why we need to wait to answer a question. It's fanboys. Oh, that means this part not explanation, so it's wrong. The same problem, look, wrong. Because the after is not explanation. How about letter D? Letter D. Remember, this is semicolon. Is before semicolon correct? Complete sentence, yes. How about after the semicolon? Must be complete sentence. Is from this part to the end sentence, or we have mistakes. We have mistakes, so letter D is wrong. So letter C. Why letter C? Imagine with me. Complete sentence. Comma, fanboys, complete sentence, full stop, correct. Now, what is the first clause? This. You found it? The writer wants to add details between two dashes as additional details to the noun before. To give you example, why?
Yes.
Why not? Look, sentence. Details, and then And for fun boys, okay, what is the subject after? We have the verb. Why the writer delete the verb? Because it's the same. Because it's the same verb. Do you know it? He said the same subject, inventor. Inventor developed and he is responsible for the counter's blank. So we have verb. Why we don't have comma? Why you don't have comma? Because already have the dashes. I cannot use comma with dash like that. So it's correct. In the middle between the dashes, you must check do we have any mistake or let's list and everything correct. So later, inshallah, we'll check everything. But memorize the rules. Complete sentence, semicolon, complete sentence. Check. Do you have any problem here? If you have wrong, again. This part it's a little bit hard, but we need to tell you. Follow the rule. What is the rule?
Remove the phrases first.
No. We look at that. Let's see calling. Before calling, it must be complete. Check it from the beginning to this part. Is this part complete? Yes. How did you know? Consider it's a command order from the writer. It's a subject, it's a verb, and the subject is hidden. Yeah, consider that. Correct. But after the calling, is it explanation? This part? This is the trap. Is it? Yes. How did you know? He said, consider for example. For example, for what? Before. This is, zebra is here, example for what? With animals. She's. So the second sentence is example to the previous sentence. Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me help you again. We have three sentences here. Look, complete sentence, complete sentence, complete sentence. This is point very important in the test, by the way, but we'll discuss it later more. Now we need to connect the three. Number one, number two, number three. If number two is an example to number one, you have two options. To put the expression, for example, at the beginning of the second or at the end of the second. You have two options between one and two. At the beginning, in the middle, at the end. So we have three options. At the beginning, followed by comma. In the middle, between two commas. At the end, preceded by comma. Now, this sentence, it's an example to the preface. The writer wants to add it to the end of it. So it's correct. So this is comma is correct. So we need comma in this part. Here we don't have comma. Here we don't have comma. So wrong. Now we have a problem. Do we need this comma? Wrong. Why? Because it's not at the beginning of the sentence. It's at the end. So in this part, you need full stop or semicolon or calling or single dash. Why? To connect this clause with this clause. So he used the calling. It's better. But if I use the comma, wrong, because complete sentence, comma, complete sentence, wrong. Here, complete sentence, the second one here. The first one simple, the second one complex. So comma plus mistake, so we don't need this comma. Later we'll study inshallah transition words, but we have three positions only. At the beginning, in the middle, at the end. But the problem here, Omar, where
Yes.
are the sentences that have relations? 1 and 2 or 2 or 3. The relation between 1 and 2, not 2 and 3. It's a big trap. So here letter B is correct. It's a question from hard ones in the test for high score. We will revise everything. But today we need you to test for what we did. Again for number 9. Number 9, D is correct. But we need to follow the rules. What's the rules? Is before semicolon complete? I'm going to check. Conjunction, those, because it's a complex sentence, comma. So complements, receive wages, and then the relative clause to add details that compare favorably, then phrases to complete the meaning. So to the semicolon, complete sentence. Semicolon. The second part must be what? Complete. Must be what? Complete. Let's check. The median annual salary for translators is, so the salary subject is verb and the complement. So the structure is evident. So D correct. But wait, semicolon correct, but we have a problem here because is wrong. Before calling complete, no, we have a mistake here and mistake there. Good job, wrong. How about A? Calling correct, before calling correct, but we have a mistake here, wrong. So we check the structure. This is structure. But how many structures in English? We have most common ones. We'll write it next time by hand. Again. Here again, semicolon. Check before. What is before? From the beginning to the end. Is it sentence? Check. Is it sentence? How did you know? Let's follow the rules. Subject, verb, and then look, non-essential. You see non-essential by using transition words, of course. Subject, verb, delete the non-essential. Subject, verb, and then for official phrases to complete the meaning. Fanboys, so complete sentence, comma, fanboys after surfacing, compound subject, verb. Look, use the telegrams to complete, so complete sentence correct. So what kind of sentence before semicolon? Compound, fanboys, why not? It can be any type of sentence. After, look, after, subject, verb. But you have a problem that you have a mistake here because we don't need position. You said with their families. We are not talking about something related to the families. With the families. So you don't need apostrophe or apostrophe S. So A and C in a second wrong. Yes or no?
Yes.
Follow the rules. D.
Okay.
What? D is wrong. Simply, we have sentence, complete sentence, complex, compound, and then nothing. Complete sentence again. Can we leave two sentences without punctuation? Run on mistake. We will revise it later. Wrong. Can we use calling between? Yes. As I told you, before calling, it must be sentence. After calling Omar can be sentence or incomplete. We don't care, but it must be explanation. What is the explanation here? The information after it tells you how do they use it. How? They send messages to wish people happy holidays, to let them know they had returned to the United States, or simply to convey. Look, complete sentence to explain how the using of communications happened. That's why. So follow the rules. So it's a letter B. So your problem to know, is it sentence or fragment? I know the rules, but is it sentence or not? So before calling, it must be, remember, it must be sentence. After, we don't care, but a check explanation. So later we'll discuss everything. Now we need to check the rules again. Rules. Let's check. Is before semicolon complete? Take. from the beginning to the end. When you look before, you will find you have single dash. Now that is a sentence. We need to check, is this sentence or not? We have dash. What is the rule of dash? It must be sentence before dash explanation. Now we check. No one, subject knows. So it's a sentence. But after the dash, it does not explain. Does not explain. So the first one is wrong. That is. So here, before semicolon, is it complete? No. So
No.
I found the mistake before. So don't check after. Why should I check after? And if you check after, you will find it's not complete because we have verb. Look, I delete the phrases first. We have verb only. So the clause after semicolon, it lacks subject. So it's a fragment, wrong again. But by studying two dashes, delete between them, you will find it, it's correct. How? By using but. Look, complete sentence, comma, fanboys, complete sentence, correct. Here is a comma. Look, it's a complex sentence. But what? What have? So before but it's a sentence, yes, this part. After, but the writer wants to insert additional information to tell you more about who are they, what means etiologies as what? As a positive information. Here emphasized by using two dashes. So if you found two dashes, delete between them and read the sentence without them. You will find it correct, so it's correct. So you need second dash. So it's correct. So wrong. A check by meaning. How? Delete it. Delete it and read. Will find correct. And what else can help you? The information modifies it. Etymologists who? People who study the origins of words. Why the writer use it? To help the reader to know what it means if he doesn't know. This is called relationship between the writer and reader. So we need two dashes. So we'll follow the rules. But today very important to revise the phrases and the clauses, and I will send you notes about it. Okay, my dear. And remember, when I send you something, follow the rules. I told you revise vocab, so revise it. Wait for the punctuation. You must wait. Why? Because we make a plan depends on your ideas. That's why. And next time, inshallah, we'll correct all of them. I'm going to send you notes. Test number 3, you must finish it. Deal.
Okay, I will finish it.